Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 6, Lesson 39, and our unit is all about prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Today, we answer a question that trips up even careful writers. When a pronoun follows a preposition, should you write to her or to she? With us or with we? The good news is there's one clear rule, plus a trick that settles every case. Let's get started. Before we talk about pronouns, let's remember what a preposition does. A preposition never travels alone. It always reaches forward to a word called its object. Listen. Sophia waited beside the fountain. The preposition is beside, and it points ahead to the fountain, which is the object of the preposition. Now, here is the important part. That object can be a noun, like fountain, or it can be a pronoun. And a preposition always leads to an object, so whatever comes next has a job to fill. So what happens when that object is a pronoun? This is the heart of today's lesson. When a pronoun follows a preposition, you must use an object pronoun. Remember the two families. The subject pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. And those are the doers. But those are not the ones you want here. After a preposition, you reach for the object pronouns. Me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. So after a preposition, use the object form every single time. Let's see it in action with a single pronoun. Please pass the compass to her. The preposition is to, and right after it sits the pronoun her. That pairing, to her, is exactly what we want. You would never say to she, would you? To she sounds wrong to your ear, and to her sounds right. That's because the pronoun receives the action of the preposition, so it takes the object form, her. Now, what if the preposition has two objects, a name and a pronoun together? The rule does not change one bit. Come to the fair with Carmen and me. Here, the preposition with has two objects that share it, Carmen and me. Some people get nervous and write with Carmen and I, but that is a mistake. The correct version is with Carmen and me. Even in a compound object, the pronoun stays in the object form. How do you decide when you are unsure in the middle of writing? Use the same trick that works for every compound. Drop the other name and try the pronoun by itself. Watch. Please sit with Marcus and me. Cover the words Marcus and, but keep the preposition, and just say, sit with me. That sounds perfectly right. You would never say, sit with I. Whatever sounds right alone is right inside the pair too. There is one more object pronoun that deserves a spotlight. Whom. Who is the subject form, and whom is the object form. So after a preposition, you use whom. We say to whom, with whom, and for whom. For example, to whom did you send the invitation? Because the pronoun follows the preposition to, you pick whom, not who. Think of it as a preposition plus whom, the object form of who. Let's put a wrong version and a right version side by side. Some people write, wait for Anna and I. It feels polite, but it is actually a mistake. Drop the words Anna and you get for I, which no one would ever say. The correct sentence is, wait for Anna and me. The object of for must be me, the object form. So your ear was right all along. Let's boil it all down to a quick check. First, find the preposition, a little word like to, with, for, or between. Second, if its object is a pronoun, use the object form, me, him, us, or them. And third, if the object is a compound, drop the other name and say the pronoun alone. Do that, and a preposition will always point you to the right object pronoun. Ready to practice a few together? In this first set, each sentence needs one pronoun that follows a preposition. Decide which form fits, and remember the trick. You can drop the other name and try the pronoun by itself. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Grandpa built the treehouse for Leo and me. The little word for is a preposition, so the pronoun after it must be the object form. Drop the words Leo and you get for me, never for I. So the answer is me. The guide handed the maps to Diego and him. The word to is a preposition, and a preposition needs the object form. Drop the words Diego and you get to him, never to he. So the answer is him. To whom should I give the extra ticket? The pronoun follows the preposition to, so you need the object form, whom, not who. So the answer is whom. In this second set, the prepositions get a little trickier. Some are words you might not expect, like except and toward. Use everything we practiced and drop the other name whenever it helps. Pause and choose before I answer. Everyone auditioned except Nina and me. Here is a sneaky one. Except is a preposition too. Drop the words Nina and you get except me, not except I. So the answer is me. This secret stays between you and me. You may have heard people say between you and I, but that is a classic mistake. Between is a preposition, so the pronouns after it take the object form, and me is the object form, so the answer is me. The puppy ran straight toward Marcus and them. The word toward is a preposition, so the pronoun after it must be the object form. Drop the words Marcus and you get toward them, never toward they. So the answer is them. Let's gather up what we learned. When a pronoun is the object of a preposition, it takes the object form. Me, you, him, her, it, us, or them. When the preposition has a compound object, a name and a pronoun together, the pronoun still stays in the object form, so it's with Carmen and me, never with Carmen and I. Remember to use whom after a preposition, and whenever a pair leaves you stuck, drop the other name and say the pronoun all by itself. Your ear will pick the right form every time. Great work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.